Hey everyone, welcome back to BDG Reviews. As you can see, I've been doing a bit of redecorating, hence not many videos recently. But, you know, it is what it is, right? So, thought I'd do another Horror's Hidden Gems. It's just a series I like to do every now and then where I just show off some stuff that, you know, either a lot of people don't know about or people have honestly just forgot about because, you know, other stuff has come out at the same time, stuff like that, you know. So, well, let's get started right off. First up, Maniac. This is kind of an interesting one. It's, uh, group go to this Mexican town to do some filming for something or other, and, they end up coming across this luchador who rips people's faces off. It's actually a lot better than you would think, you know. The effects are good. The acting's pretty decent. You know, only 75 minutes long, so it's not too long. You know, give it a shot. You know, it's actually better than you would think. Yeah. So next we got Blood Creek. This one I really enjoy. Actually, it's a sort of a Nazi zombie flick, kinda. Except he's kind of like an immortal Nazi, I guess you could say. But all in all, a really solid flick. Great effects, great acting, great story. Every bit of this is enjoyable. Came out in 2009, you know, so it's not super old or anything, but I don't know why this doesn't get the love it deserves. It's a really good flick. So yeah, give that one a shot, definitely. Sorry about that. Next up, Apt Pupil. This is a Stephen King film. Well, it's a Stephen King adaptation, I should say. It's actually one of the better ones. You got this kid that discovers that his neighbor is used to be a Nazi during the Second World War. A lot of Nazis in this for some reason. I don't know why. And he essentially blackmails him into telling him all about it and everything. So yeah. Ian McKellen, Brad Renfro, directed by Bryan Singer. Really good flick. This is one that's just forgotten, honestly. Buy it. Don't even question it. Buy it, watch it. You'll enjoy it, definitely. Next up, Splinter. This one is interesting, to say the least. I'm not even going to try to explain what it's about because that would kind of ruin it. But sufficient to say there's like a creature and all this neat stuff. Great effects again, you know, just an all-around good flick. Definitely, if you haven't seen Splinter, try it out. It's a really, really good flick. Yeah. Next we got Secret Window. This is another Stephen King adaptation. Again, a really, really good Stephen King adaptation. With Johnny Depp, you know, as a writer, this guy shows up at his house and saying essentially like, "You stole my story." And I'm just gonna leave it there anymore. I'll start giving stuff away and everything. And you really wanna, you know, watch it yourself and get the full twist and everything. It's really good flick. Next up, Devil. This was written and produced by M. Night Shyamalan, but directed by John Eric Dowdle. Never heard of him before, but a really solid flick. 5 people are stuck in an elevator. Turns out one of them is the devil. So yeah. Really good flick. You know, this alone proves M. Night Shyamalan knows how to at least write really good horror. Yeah. So yeah, Devil. Great flick. Next we got The Ruins. This is one I honestly I don't know why this movie doesn't have more love for it. I really don't know why. It's a good flick, really sort of disturbing in that the fact that like almost all the violence in the movie is essentially self-inflicted, which makes it just really kind of creepy. Group of kids go to check out a ruin in like I think it's Mexico. It's a Mayan ruin, and there's creepy plant things happening. Really good flick, great effects, everything. See it. You owe it to yourself, definitely. Next up is Afflicted. This is one, you know, it didn't. There was a bit of talk when it first came out. People were talking about it, but then people just seemed to have forgotten. Great found footage vampire flick. Just really, really good. Definitely. It uses found footage properly. So yeah, Afflicted. Next up, Fear Clinic. From what I know, this is based on like a web series or something. I don't know. I've just seen the movie, and the movie's pretty good. You got Robert Englund as a doctor that essentially he reckons he's discovered a way to like cure people of their fear. And I'm not gonna say any more, but it's a good flick. You know, give it a shot, definitely. And last up, this is one that has definitely been forgotten. The remake of Carrie. This one's sort of interesting. I think a lot of the hate for this movie comes from the fact that it's not Brian De Palma's Carrie, which is, you know, like pretty much a masterpiece. But this is a solid retelling of the Carrie story. You know, so give it a shot. It's not it's gonna sound weird. It's not as bad as you think. You know, it yeah, it actually is pretty decent. There's a bit of a jump cut there, sorry. Again with the memory on this, I keep running out. It's not as bad as people say. You know, it's just when you're trying to live up to a classic, it's kind of hard to pull it off, you know. But give it a shot. You know, Chloe Grace Moretz and Julianne Moore are really good in it. The effects are pretty solid. You know, it's worth seeing. You know, see it, then make up your own mind, right? You know, yeah. So, Carrie. Well, yeah. So that's kind of it for now. Like I was saying, I've rearranged all my Blu-rays and everything, so I'm thinking maybe of doing a complete Blu-ray like show-off thing where I pull out each one. Um, I'll see what happens with that, but you know, that's it for now. See you next time.